Most people are unhappy. They're unhappy in their job, they're unhappy in their career. They want to just take the quick buck and get the hell out of Dodge. Do you believe in yourself? Because if you don't, go sign the back of a check, because you're never going to be able to sign the front of a check.
You sold Diamond Resorts for
$3.3 billion. That's so much money, I didn't even know what to do with it. I have crazy money. That's where people get messed up. Money doesn't buy happiness. It really doesn't.
So things don't make you happy to a certain extent.
Oh, things don't make you happy at all. Nope. It is dumb and stupid. And you will be miserable and you'll die quicker.
Is there a failure that changed your life or defined your life at the moment?
Oh, that's a good question. Really good question, because
in this video, I'll be interviewing Stephen Cloobeck, the self-made billionaire who built and sold diamond resorts for billions of dollars. But this conversation isn't just about money. It's actually about how to achieve long-lasting success while sticking to your values. Stephen opens up about love, regret, fulfillment, but what also most entrepreneurs get wrong. If you are someone who is chasing success, but you're also wondering what really happens once you have it, and you want advice on how to enjoy the process, I think you're really going to enjoy this one. How old are you?
Dyslexically, I'm 36. That means I'm 63.
What does it feel like to be 63?
Child. I feel younger today than I did when I was 45.
What makes you say that?
Because I know so much and I'm not as nervous.
Yeah. How are you different at 63 than let's just use 45 as the example?
I couldn't do the things at 45 that I do at 63 because I wouldn't have had the great experience that I have today. Seen a lot, done a lot, accomplished a lot.
Do you have an example of that?
Oh, we can talk for hours.
Yeah.
Every day is an example of learning something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about learning and growing and just enjoying the journey instead of worrying about the journey.
Where do you think people go wrong in not getting to where you're at and feeling that way?
Admitting mistakes are okay. Nobody's perfect. And just leaning into it. You know what? Always having integrity. Never worrying about what you say because you have a good heart. Taking care of people, serving. But more importantly, integrity. Never bust the trust. I never worry about going to bed at night worrying about a thing. Because I always remember what I said and did because it's always the truth. That's where people get messed up. Because once you lie, you die. You can't remember your lies. Yeah. But if you always tell the truth, it never changes. It's easy.
For people who this is the first time that they're meeting you and listening to you, what do we need to know about how you grew up and your childhood to understand the version of you that's here today?
That's a great question. When I grew up, I was born in Chicago. I grew up in Southern California, kindergarten through first year of college. But my parents always sent us to good schools. My dad worked hard. Mom was just a mom. Went to Little League, played left out. It's a great position. You ever play baseball?
Yeah, I was a catcher.
Okay, well, I was left out. And the good news is I was a chunky kid, and my father teased me all the time, calling me a fat lard ass for like 2 years. So I had a choice. I could either work out and be a bodybuilder, or I could become a serial killer, and he'd be my first victim. Good news is I took it upon myself and understood discipline. So I believe in discipline, education, and integrity. Where I grew up serving others, I grew up as a busboy, waiter, dishwasher. I had to work, not because I had to, I wanted to, because I wanted to earn money. And I studied to be a doctor, surgeon, and realized that even though that was my dream, I didn't want to go to school anymore because I had 16 more years of school after my university was done. So I got a degree in science and then came back home to Southern California and had to learn accounting because I never learned that. So I went to Cal State Northridge and then went at night to UCLA to learn business law, just listen because I couldn't even read the book. And went to go work for a friend of my father in real estate. Worked there a couple of years and they promised me a bonus, didn't pay me. So I started my own company at 24. Built the same type of shopping centers because I learned quick. First shopping center was in Burbank, California. Matter of fact, it's still there. I ended up building multiple shopping centers throughout Southern California and moved to Newport Beach and had a development company and a brokerage company. And then built my first hotel at 29 in Las Vegas. Then ended up learning the hotel business and creating one of the largest hotel companies in the world. A lot of fun. But got my ass kicked a lot because I went through a lot of struggles, including my father going bankrupt. So I had to bail him out. So I actually started with negative $20 million. Try taking yourself out of that hole. Yeah. That's a hell of a party trick. The harder I got hit, the better I got. So that's a good lesson. It's okay to get the crap kicked out of you a little bit. Matter of fact, I actually like it. Makes you
Well,
better.
you learn from it.
Makes you better.
Yeah.
Makes you better. And people need to know you got to get up early, stay late, go to work with a runny nose. Don't complain. And when you're learning, just learn. Listen. The more you listen, the universe and the world will teach you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Your customer will always teach you what they want. Your bankers will tell you what they need. Your investors will tell you what their desires are. Deliver it equal or better each time.
Were you close to your parents growing up?
I was very close with my mom growing up because my dad was always working. He was always gone. I became close with my dad in my 20s. And then not so much with my mother because she turned into the Wicked Witch of the West. And shit happens. Everyone's got stuff in their family, and you got to realize that too, that, things happen in families.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to just roll with it.
When you look back to the relationship you've had with your parents, I guess your mother earlier and your father a little later, what is advice that one of them gave you or a lesson that one of them taught you that has stuck with you to this day?
Well, my mother, I learned a lesson of being a good cook myself because she was the shittiest cook. She burned everything. So terrible. Mm. Even mac and cheese. She couldn't even do TV dinners. Mm. So I learned how to take care of myself. But my father was a hard worker. He was a really, really hard worker. And he always was a man of his word. Mm. He had this saying, always give the customer more than they bargained for. And that's where I learned that from my father. But I also had a lot of great mentors in my life. So I learned from a lot of different people. I really was blessed with having good mentors. And I just sat around the hoop and listened to their stories and watched them and learned from them. Mm. So that's why I said listen.
Yeah.
And I try to teach today because part of my legacy is how to make the world better, how to make California better, and give back, because I've always been in service. And I don't like people who just take. I'd rather give. Fun to give. It's fun to help. We could have never bet any amount of money the way my life ended up today, the way it is, when I was 13, 14, 15, 20, 21. No way. Not even close.
Do you think people lock themselves into a vision too young? There's a lot of unhappy people that get to their 60s plus and have a lot of regrets that they didn't live the life they should have or didn't take the chance. You said you could never have foreseen yourself being at this point, but it seems like you're very open to different ideas throughout the way.
Oh, because I learned to pivot, and I still pivot. Oh, I'm not done. I'm a child. I'm just getting started. And I will outwork you at 26 and any other. I will work harder, faster, smarter today than I could at 45. So, I'm running for governor now in California. Yeah. Didn't expect to do that. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I realized if I was 45 years old, I couldn't run for governor because I wouldn't have had the experiences I have today.
What did you learn in between 63 and 45 that makes you say that? If there are, let's say, quote unquote, secrets.
Well, that's 18 years of extra years and learning and experiences. So time. I know you're all thoroughbreds and you all want to make it. Let me tell you something called the lottery curse. You win that lottery, something bad's going to happen to you. Go look it up. You got to work hard. You got to earn it. And you got to enjoy it. And it goes by quick. It goes by quick. When you're young, you're thinking about, oh, man, if I could just do a little bit more. That's good. That's being hungry. And it's okay to make mistakes, like I said. But when you get older, I've seen even friends my age, they are old. They go to bed at 9 o'clock. I'll go to bed till 1 a.m. maybe. Sometimes I stay up all night. I'm too excited about life. They have kind of spent their energy. I have more energy than I've ever had in my life. And I enjoy working. I like the chaos. I love teaching now. I love making other people's lives better.
Is that because you played the long game, or what? Like this longevity of being able to work this hard, where does that come from?
When you say play the long game, what do you mean by that?
Well, you said a lot of young people are just kind of focused on the now a little bit, but the way you're talking about it is still at this point you're working as hard as you were before, whereas some people might have worked too hard at the beginning and burnt out a little, or a different lifestyle.
Just remember this. The A students work for the C students. That's all I can tell you. I'd rather have somebody that works really hard, that's smarter, that can handle chaos, that can think on their feet, that solves problems, versus somebody that gets good grades.
How do I become that person that you're talking about in a positive way?
Just get up early, stay late, learn. Do what makes you happy. I can tell you this. I never worked a day in my life. How about that? And I'm sure you heard that from some people, and that's a pretty good theme. Mm-hmm. I don't work. I just enjoy life every day. I have a good time every day. And I'm silly. Tell jokes. I'm inappropriate. I'm unapologetically authentic. Mm-hmm. I like being that way. I'm happy. Most people are unhappy. They're unhappy in their job. they're unhappy in their career. I could say my entire career, there has not been one day in my life that I was unhappy with what I was doing. Not one day, because I always did something that made me happy.
Is that more of a reflection on the decisions you made or you?
I think it's always you, and it's your perspective. You have that choice. We all have that choice. If you don't like what you're doing, change it. Go do what makes you happy. And don't judge. Never look over the fence of your neighbor. Stay in your lane. Keep your head down.
One of the most important lessons Stephen's conversation has taught me is to make sure that you manage your money properly and don't wind up in debt like he did. If you're someone who is currently dealing with credit cards, personal loans, collections, or medical bills, the sponsor of today's video, PDS Debt, offers customized options to help you take back control. You don't need any credit score requirements, just a clear plan that helps you get debt-free faster. PDS Debt has already helped over 100,000 Americans resolve more than $500 million in debt. Unlike one-size-fits-all programs, PDS Debt listens to your situation and they build a plan around your needs. So if you're someone who is ready to stop living paycheck to paycheck, you can get your free assessment by heading to pdsdebt.com/sprout. It only takes 30 seconds for you to see your options. Click the link in the description to do so or scan the QR code on the screen and take the first step towards financial freedom. All right, back to the video. You spoke earlier that, you were describing all the accomplishments that you've had, but you said in between all of those and still to this day, there's a lot of failures that you've been through. Is there a failure that you vividly remember or distinctly remember that changed your life or defined your life at the moment?
Failure is the wrong word. Maybe stepping in a pothole, but I didn't twist or break my ankle. Okay? There's nothing that's been in my career that was career ending. Never once. Difficult for many, but for me, it's a challenge. It's an adventure. I love chaos. I love difficult times. I lean into it. There's a fire, I'm going to go run into the building and save everybody.
Why are you like that? A lot of people are not like that. If there's a fire, they're running out of the building.
Because I'm just built that way. I'm here to protect and serve. That's who I am. Maybe it's because I wanted to be a doctor and there's still that doctor in me.
Yeah.
Service is service. I've always been in service, whether I was a busboy or wanted to be a doctor, or in politics and policy, or being in the hotel business. I serve. I take care of people. That's what I do. I'm a protector. And you know what? I never worried about the money. I never dreamed about the money. It just came. It just happened. I had so much money, I didn't even know what to do with it. Not even close. It's crazy. Because I have crazy money. I have crazy fuck you money. And when I earned it, couldn't even believe it happened. I didn't even believe it because I still live the same life. I have not changed a bit. I haven't changed one bit. And I can do anything I want in the world. I choose to serve. I enjoy it. I like helping the homeless. I like using my hard-earned money to make other people's life better. My children are good, and I let them do what their passion is. I have not told one of my children what to do in life. I said, do what you choose to do, and I will embrace it and trapeze net it and teach you. And I let them make some mistakes. I don't helicopter them. I let them get a little banged up.
So you sold Diamond Resorts for
$3.3 billion enterprise value. Yep.
When you think about that and trying to extract some lessons I know that's a big value. Most businesses don't get to that point, but for people who are in their business and are maybe trying to replicate some measurement of success, what do you think is the reason why you're able to grow the company to be able to be sold at that point?
Well, it's funny because I built the most broken of companies. Never told me don't buy it. Nobody could fix this company. 20 years broken. It had every problem. It had customer issues. It had employee issues, team to me. It had 99 lawsuits. It had financial statements that were revoked. I had to rep and warrant the financial statements of the company I bought. That is psycho land. Yeah. Lawyers said, do not do this. Money laundering issues, Patriot Act issues, a brand that was tarnished. I not only bought that, fixed it, the most broken of companies, bought 10 more. All broken. I fixed things. I come at it with a different mindset. I always do my homework. I do my due diligence where others don't do their homework. And I find diamonds in the rough or golden nuggets, whatever you want to call it. And I see value where others don't. And it's the basic, simple principles. Understand who's sitting across from you. Get to know them. Get to know them.
Who's sitting across from you being your customer?
Everyone's your customer. Everyone's your customer.
How do you get to know that person? What do you look for? What do you listen to?
Well, in like a normal conversation, you talking to me and interviewing me, I would get to know you. Yeah. I want to know who you are. And I sit and get to know everyone I do business with and create relationships, because relationships are the most important and most valuable thing, and loyalty.
Is that where people go wrong with business in terms of the actual sales process? Just trying to harp something down your throat versus actually getting to know you?
Well, is it a sold good or a sought good? Do you have to sell it, or does somebody want to buy it? It's simple. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
People will always give you the pathway to success if you're listening and stay present. Very, very important. And most people don't do that. They want to just take the quick buck and get the hell out of Dodge. Never do it.
How do I go about this as an entrepreneur? The desire to act that way and have integrity with everything, also the long game, versus the need to make money and have money to survive.
There's a balance. So never live above your means. Okay, you can desire certain things. So when I was young, for every deal I did, I'd buy myself a pen and I'd sign the deal with that pen, and I collected pens. Still have them today. Then it was watches. So I always gave myself a treat. Always got to take care of yourself. Those were goals, self-setting goals. And when I had to buckle down, I had to buckle down, because there are storms, and you got to just lean into it when there's a storm and not complain. You want to cry? Well, be the bitch. I say that in all sincerity. Crying gets you nowhere. But at the same time, you can cry at the right time. That means you got to be vulnerable. Okay, and you learn that when you get older. You don't have to be always a tough guy, because there's things in life that suck, that hurt when you lose your best friend or your father. I can't tell you that until it happens to you. But that's life. Because the alternative's not so good.
Right.
So, I mean, just wake up every morning, put a smile on your face. And if you feel like shit, don't go to work, don't talk to someone. It's okay to have a bad day. Just not too many bad days. But it's actually okay to have a bad day.
How do you get yourself back in a good state of mind when you're having a bad day or when you've had a few?
If you get your ass kicked in a couple times,
Yeah.
shake it off. Go to the gym. Shake it off. It's going to be okay. No death, no blood. It's a good day. If you're not bleeding and you woke up, it's a good day. Because there are a lot of people out there that are struggling, that have it tough. If you're having a bad day, go to the homeless shelter. That'll cheer your ass up.
Yeah.
Don't cry for yourself. Be part of the solution. So if you're having a bad day, go help somebody else out. Go take that negative energy and make it positive.
A lot of people watching this and listening to you want to be entrepreneurs, maybe are entrepreneurs. In your opinion, who is the right person, the right type of person to be an entrepreneur?
Oh, that's a good question. Really good question, because how many of you want to come out of your pocket and make payroll and feed others before you eat? That means you don't get a paycheck. How many of you want to take all the money you got and bet it on one number? How many of you are going to bet all the money you got in the bank right now on one number? So I didn't tell you the number was yourself. How many of you want to double down and borrow money when you have everything else on the table? How many of you want to triple down? That's what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Do you believe in yourself? Do you have brass balls? Because if you don't, go sign the back of a check, because you're never going to be able to sign the front of a check.
You speak to tough moments. You keep coming back to that. Tell me about a tough...
I've had so many tough moments in my life, I would be here for hours, because there's unintended consequences in life. And what I know now today is I think about those unintended consequences when I'm making decisions.
You talked about the death of your best friend. You talked about the death of your father. Coming back from that must have been hard.
Oh, it's very difficult. Boy, I got a little psychological. I needed help. I had to raise my hand, because you have to be able to put on your face mask first before you can help anyone else. And nobody's perfect, and everyone needs help. I thought I was Superman. I had a real fucked up year. It was tough, but I weathered it. I just reinvented myself. Why do you think you see butterflies around my house? It represents transformation. The reinvention of oneself all the time.
What do you say to the person who's watching that might be going through grief themselves or loss?
Well, first, acknowledge it. And if you acknowledge it, you're 50% of the way there. Don't hide from it. Don't self-medicate. If you're doing pills or booze or whatever the fuck you were doing, to like, don't self-medicate. Seek help. It's okay to get help. Everyone needs help sometime in their life.
Yeah.
And, nobody is a superhero. Nobody. Okay? And I don't have every answer, but I know what answers I don't have. And then I go find the best person to give you the best answer.
I know a lot of people focus their lives on making a shitload of money.
I never focused on making a shitload of money. It just came.
Yeah, but having it and having it be your reality. I know you said it hasn't changed you, but for the person who's chasing it and putting such a priority on it, what do you say to them?
It can all go away in a heartbeat. You don't want to make money the wrong way. You don't want to break laws to do it. You don't want to scam somebody. You don't want to extort somebody, because karma's karma. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah.
So,
But should it be the main objective?
no, you should be happy with what you're doing. It's not the main objective. If it comes, it comes. It's okay to be okay.
As long as
But I can tell you this, that money doesn't buy happiness. It really doesn't. Because once you make so much money, you can buy other things, but what? Why? When you become wealthy, you actually don't want much. You've seen you can buy it. Like, I don't want it. It's like, it doesn't mean anything to me. I hate shopping. I wear the same jeans. I wear blue, black, or white. That's it. Keep it simple. People try to like, oh, buy this fancy thing. I'm like, I don't want it. It means nothing. I'd rather give. I'd rather like take care of people.
So things don't make you happy to a certain extent.
Oh, things don't make you happy at all. Nope. And that's what people will understand once you grow up. Things don't make you happy. Experiences make you happy. Memories make you happy.
So you're not married,
Nope.
but you were.
I was twice.
What did you learn from those experiences about relationships and marriage?
Well, you gotta be ready in your life to be married and give to others and be a partner with somebody. You have to have your headspace in the right space. The first time I got married too young, it was 13 months. We each married the wrong person. I learned lessons like, don't tell your wife at the time the meal she cooked for you sucks, because she will throw the plate of food at your head. That's not good. And then you learn to always say you're sorry. And when you're in a loving relationship, but you could grow apart. It happens. Shit happens. But you cannot be staying married to stay married. I know so many people that have stayed married over money. Oh, yeah, I can't get divorced because of money. There is no money in the world that should keep you married if you are unhappy. No money in the world. If you're making a decision based on money to stay married, it is dumb and stupid. Dumb and stupid. And you will be miserable because you'll drill yourself into a grave and you'll die quicker. You know why people get divorced?
Tell me.
It's fucking worth it. It's true. All I do is tell the truth. It's worth it.
When do you know if it's worth getting divorced versus working on the relationship? Like, how do you know the difference between the two?
Every situation is different, so I can't give you marital advice. There is no right or wrong answer. You just know. As long as you're true to yourself and you just, acknowledge, are you happy or not? Yeah. Because if you're in a relationship and you're unhappy, well, that's a problem. It's not fair to either side.
Can you define the word love for me?
By the minute, the hour, the day, the year, I don't know. Love is a frame of mind. You gotta love yourself before you're gonna love somebody else.
Let's say I was making a big cookbook, and every individual I've interviewed has their own recipe, and the recipe is what makes a great life. If you had to boil that down to a science, what do you think makes a great life?
Well, they used to say when you're married, a happy wife's a happy life, but I proved that ineffective. So that didn't work out so well. No, actually, it was good. 22 years. I got divorced in 22 days. It was a record. You got to smile every day. You got to make fun of yourself. You got to treat people nice. I like it. I like treating people nice. I like helping people out. To me, what makes me the most happy is when I can make somebody else's life happy. I just want everyone to be happy. Yeah. I want them all to do well, whatever well means, whatever happy means. Yeah. And it should mean whatever it is to that person. If they want to sit and paint art all day, that makes them happy, cool. Want to do yoga every day, cool. Simple. You want to make $1 billion? Go make $1 billion.
So this is the piece of advice that you guys had written down. If you just want to say it again and then explain why that's the piece of advice you chose for today.
Listen and stay present. That means I need to listen and learn about you because everyone's a customer to me. And staying present, turn off that phone. Have a conversation. I see so many people today that constantly are like looking at the phone. And this like thing, what the hell is this like thing about? But you got to stay present. You got to really be in the moment and understand that everything's going to be okay. You don't have to rush out. Sit and talk a little bit more. Be present. Like really be present. Don't be talking to me about thinking about other shit. Pay attention to me and I'll pay attention to you. You give what you get. So the best advice is if you have a partner in marriage, take care of your partner and hopefully they take care of you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Stephen.
You're very welcome.
If you're watching this video and you're enjoying the advice that you hear, but you also want to do something about it because you do not want to reach 80 years old with a bunch of what ifs, I recommend that you grab a copy of our daily improvement journal. This is the one that you see a lot of our guests actually filling in themselves. The point of this journal is to help you figure out, using data that you collect every day from your daily life, what makes a great day and what makes a bad day. This is a journal I've been making for the last 10 years. It has been refined over time as we speak to everybody that you see on our channel. Think about it as 1,000 interviews in one journal, the best pieces of advice in one 10-minute-a-day formula that actually works. And why I say that is because thousands of people have used it, but I've been using it for over 10 years. So if you're someone who wants to make sure there are no what ifs in a couple of decades, I recommend you grab a copy. Click the link in the description. We made a limited batch, and this is where you can get them.